Good to see you. Can't tell if those are big ducks or geese ahead of me there. Haven't been attacked yet, so. I guess the week after my last live stream here, they planted a bunch of rainbow trout in here. So we might catch something other than bass. Well, there's nobody near me here. I'll get my pole out. At least do a little trolling. That's a big fat foot here. Let's get moving. Yeah, see, I'm going to go around those geese. There's 3 families out here. Geese and goslings. Is the audio coming through okay, or do I need to speak up a little bit? Looks like the geese are all going across that way, so I guess I'll go around behind them. All right, good. There's a lot of people here today. Gotta get to the other end of the pond here. Yeah, I wish I could live stream from some of those other lakes more effectively. At Marshall Lake, a lot of huge fish in there. Well, there's some big ones in here, at least some big bass. Not as big as those trout were, though. Water gets really shallow through here. Getting some deeper water. Little floaty thing out here. I could have swore it was red a few minutes ago. Now it's looking blue. Haven't seen any fish underneath me yet. Oh, it changes color, that's why. Starting to get deeper again. Hey, fish fam. I was originally planning on doing this a lot earlier, but I didn't want to stress out about it. Right around here is where the place I called the bass hole. It's a great big hole with a bunch of bass in it. Just caught a weed. I think I'm going to change what I have on here, though. Yeah, so far pretty calm. Sun's beating down a bit. Cloudy enough to give you occasional shade. It was raining earlier. That's several hours ago. Find my tackle box here behind me. There we go. We'll try something I haven't tried before. Hi, 406. Good to see you. Yeah, beautiful day out here. Ah, shoot. Oh, butterfingers. Alright, give this a little try. A little trolling. Let's see if this thing's just a big weed catcher. Yeah, I haven't seen any in years. I've heard they're in here, but I'd like to catch one, but never do. Actually, once Blanchard Lake up there by Marshall. Right now, it's got so much of the Clearwater River flowing into it. I don't want to go in there with this, but once it separates from the river, I'm going to go in there and try to catch some pike. No, not Marshall, Harper's Lake. Don't get quite enough service there to reliably stream. Hopefully Blanchard works better. I'm not sure if I caught a fish. I'm pretty sure I caught some weeds. Guess we'll find out. Well, yeah, some. There we go. It's been some wind out here earlier. There's a lot of junk in the lake or the pond. Floating debris. minnows. Looks like I see a couple bass out here. Oh, got a duck right in front of us. Sorry, duck. I'll move. All right. Oops. Earthquake. Sorry, everybody. Yeah. Oh, I brought a lot of water out here with me today. Haven't been drinking enough, it's getting a little dehydrated. You know, I used to, I don't know what it is, about 5 years ago, every time I drank beer, wine, anything, felt like I was having an allergic reaction. Even tried like natural, same thing. So can't really drink anymore. There's times I would enjoy a nice fresh cold beer. Got one right in front of me here. I wonder if he'll be gone before I get the camera out. Yeah, well, thank you. Well, there's at least one big guy right here in front of me. That's what I was getting those trout to bite on. It's like a crayfish. Got a bunch of minnows here by me. Guessing probably bass. I couldn't tell on Fish Fam Link. It said Skippers was doing a live tonight, but it didn't look like on his page. It looked like that one may have been canceled. Then I saw it looks like LRB might be doing a stream in a couple hours. I'm gonna have to troll with some live bait maybe. Yeah, it's perfect temperature right here in the shade, whatever that is. If I take the phone off, you'll be able to see this guy here. Oh, I forgot in my truck I actually have a new polarized lens. I don't know if he's showing up at all. Just hanging out teasing me. Hope that wasn't too loud. Alright, let's see here. There we go. Alright, back on the water here in just a moment. Worm off my fingers. The bobber on this, and we'll be ready to go. Sorry for the silence. Make for a really exciting live stream here. Yeah, I'd love to be able to do some fishing up around, or have an excuse to go up around the Mission Mountains. The reservation permits are over $100 now. Just like, I can't afford that. Just for like a 3-day, I think it's like 88. Like, I'll pass. Would like to go down to Rainbow Lake and do some pike fishing there, or on the Flathead River. Lake Francis, where's that at? It's not one I'm familiar with. So many lakes, though. I was thinking about going to Tupper's Lake, but it sounds like it's been pretty sterile. Freezes to a solid block of ice, I guess. Enough to kill all the fish. I'm just not too familiar with that area. I'll have to check it out. I have a buddy that told me about a place that's up Skalkaho. It's about a 2-mile hike in, but there's a bunch of, oh shoot, the ones that look like they have flying fins. Oh, it'll come to me later. Really beautiful fish, though. Mostly around the Big Hole Valley, but I guess they have some up Skalkaho. Arctic grayling, yeah, Arctic grayling, that's what I'm talking about. Like to get some of them at some point. Definitely a lot more moss here than last time I was here. I think it was about a month ago, maybe more. Yeah, that's one area I haven't spent much time. Been up to like Thompson Falls, kind of just north, but um, yeah, I need to. It's a big state. At some point, I would like to get up around the Knoxon area, but I'd like to be in places where I get good enough phone service to live stream if I can. Hey, hey, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. We're trying to do a little fishing, maybe. More yakking and fishing, kind of a mix. Yeah, problem is being right next to I-90 here. There's a bit of traffic noise, but I don't know if the microphone's picking that up. But other than that, it is, yeah, a really peaceful day out here. Definitely not seeing as many fish in here as normal. Yeah, that'd be cool. Go on do some fishing and some panning. I'm waiting for the water levels to go down. There's a few areas I've had my eyes on. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd like to find a place good enough that I could get my own claim going, but seems like they try to make the process kind of convoluted. Yeah. And having to worry about people stealing your stuff once you identify a good spot. That pissed me off. Something just surfaced ahead of me here. Some of the shade for a minute. Getting hot. A couple of bass right here underwater watching me. These have to be some of the best educated fish. Right. Oh, stretch it a little. Yeah. That's the frustrating part, you know. I understand needing to make it kind of publicizing a claim to a point, you know, so other people aren't taking it, but it seems like that makes it easier for people with ill intent. Wonder if they'll let me. Some kind of smaller bass right there. Oh, that one's a big bluegill. Really pretty bluegill. Wow. I don't know if you can see that. Well, he's really flaring up. If I brought my over here. This new phone goes underwater, but it loses service when I dip it. Yeah, there's a bunch of big guys right here. And little guys. I'd like to catch that little bluegill. He's pretty. My phone holder's being a bugger. Alright. We reel in here and try to fish for some of these closer guys. At least I can see them. Yeah, you'd probably want to get some of those cameras, that trail cameras. Stock up on them whenever they go on sale. Get one or two that has the cell phone communication. wire right around my bait right now. Just looking at it. Drink of water. Yeah, they're definitely not afraid of me in the kayak. They probably know me by now, I guess. There's that fool. I'm waiting to see if I get any bites. Got some minnows right off the boat here. See if anything swims in. That bluegill, I think, or one of the smaller. There's a couple bass right next to my worm. It's a bass actually swimming up to my net here. No. Well, there's another one. Yeah, there's some girls right down the way here screaming at the fishies. I got a bass right here, right at the edge of my net. Wish I had an easier way to release you guys there. Yeah, full of feral people, you know. Yeah, it's really nice right here. Yeah, I don't know if they're playing with it here, if I'm just dragging on weeds. There's a bunch of them right next to it, teasing me. Looks like they did eat my worm though, so I'm gonna fix that. Some really scrawny worms. Alright, ready. Alright, turned around here again. I don't see any blooms, but something sure smells good out here. Don't believe these guys. Just right here, watching me. There's some type of bug right here. That'll get their attention. Yeah, I can't wait to get back in the rivers. I'm thinking I might try to go to Kelly's Island and pack my kayak by land up a ways, and then try to float down to one of those cross channels while the water's still high. See if I can make it into the interior of the island a bit. there's definitely no lack of fish in here. Should just be jigging off the side of my boat, I'm thinking, the way these guys are acting. Yeah, Bigfoot attack. Reel in a little bit. Yeah, hearing that Harley, I decided I'd get mine out and running this year. Found out the carburetor's completely plugged up, so delay on that plan. Let's try this. Well, here in a few minutes, I'm gonna hook up something else and do a little more trolling, see if that's it. I just think we're kind of in a bad time of day. They're all done biting. Should pick up here in a bit, though. No, haven't caught anything yet, Henry. Good to see you. I'm surrounded by pretty good sized bass and one really pretty bluegill that was flaring at me a moment ago, but he's not biting. Gonna mix it up here in a minute though. Oh, about 5 minutes. Be hydrated first. Well, I've been doing all right, Henry. Won some, I believe, Madeca rice fish from Uncle Joe's Fish Shed. Should be receiving them next week. I'm actually building a little, or got one of those Fluval breeder boxes and rigging up a little egg scatter breeder thingy. That video will probably be coming out next week sometime. My local fish store promised me he would buy 30 mystery snails at a time from me if I could produce them. Well, I had a couple hundred of them ready, and I think I flooded the local market. That's pretty much all I do right now. I'm doing that breeder box thing to try to want to get started with those Sunomogill luminatus that I got from Jeff. They're spawning all the time, and I have them in with pea puffers right now. And the pea puffers sit there and pick their eggs as they lay them. So that kind of sucks. Yeah, it'd be cool. For me, part of the fun is trying to find it myself. But yeah, if you had a bucket of some good dirt, I wouldn't turn it down. See if I can find that little bluegill out here. Oh, really? I worked at that Cenex years ago when it had a warehouse, when it had the Polaris, all that going on. Well, there's that bluegill right in front of me there. I wonder if I take this off. Yeah, they'll all swim away. You still kind of see one big guy right there watching me. Ooh, the bluegill just went for my bait. Ooh. I better put this back up here so I can catch some fish. I want to get him on the camera. Well, he ripped the worm off of there. So a little plastic worm. Oh, wow, I just hooked somebody's fishing line. Pull this in. Well, I just picked myself up a lure. Yeah, it's too bad you couldn't have gotten that big boom on video. That would have been. The rocket explosion. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm trying to untangle this big fishing line that's caught around this tree here. Critters don't get caught in it. All right, there we go. Must be some 50-pound test line on that. All right, we get my hook freshened up here. Catch that little bluegill again. Hey, Lance. Yeah, I bet that was expensive. Yeah, like an expensive event. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to quit dreaming of catching this little bluegill and get serious here. We're gonna hook up old Reliable here. All right, that's the one I usually have the luck with around here. All right, get myself situated. Yeah, nothing very exciting yet. Hopefully that changes soon. I think it should. Still have my bigger net with me. Not as much room in the kayak for it. As I fold it up. Pain in the butt. Well, not too bad. Just like to complain. A lot of that cottonwood cotton on the water. Looks like the geese are down there. Bye, everybody. Okay, may have just had a bite, maybe not. I'm surprised they're so close to the people. Better turn before they think I'm threatening them. Go down to the other end, see if it's any better. Yeah, I think I'm teaching the fish. I think most of the fish in this pond know me by now. There's a few fish surfacing out here. Try to avoid the geese. Yeah, I may put a worm on, but I'm going to try. I usually have good luck with this one, at least trolling with it. It's a floater, so when I slow down, it floats back up instead of digging down into the weeds. it's only about 3 feet deep through here to go slow. No, I fortunately not in a financial situation to travel anywhere anytime soon. Yeah. The only two I'd have a chance of really making it to, one would be Dan's Fish 4th of July. He's the closest to me. But can't afford that either. Or do the Foxy's camp out, Peplin Creek. But that'll be a couple years before I can afford to do that. Yeah, had some weeds. Go kind of close to the shore over here. Some line out. All right. Oh, that still broke down. That's a bummer. Yeah, it's getting, price of parts is getting crazy. Buying new isn't really the answer. It would be nice if they could make them as simple as they used to. When we're doing timing chains in my Dodge cars and pickups, take me about an hour and a half. Had to have like 3 wrenches. Not anymore. Yeah. Now the auto manufacturers are fighting again, trying to make it illegal for people to work on cars. I want to say GM and Ford are doing a big push right now, saying they can't afford to make cars because everybody gets them fixed somewhere else. Well, why you just make reliable cars that don't need to be fixed constantly? I know the EPA won't allow that. Do you still have many of the blue Galaris killifish, Henry? Or have they all passed on by now? I want to get some eventually, but first I want to get some Elastoma evergladi, the pygmy sunfish. Well, I got something. Might just be weeds. Whatever it was, got off. Guess we can still find out if it was weeds or not. Nope, no weeds. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of worried about with them. I've heard they can be kind of aggressive like that. It's like I don't want to spend a couple $100 on a fish. They're just gonna kill themselves, you know. Such a cool fish, though. Definitely one of my bucket list fish, but I think there's other easier ones I might try for now. Yeah, I'll have to do that. 406. Been enjoying your videos of your camping at the claim. It's been pretty cool. Sorry, everybody. All right. Hopefully next time we'll have a fish on. And all sorts of struggle. All right. Let's keep going. Well, looks like there's a little rain up there ahead. Wonder if it'll all drop before it gets here. Actually, I have a video I'm going to be posting later from last weekend at Harper's Lake. Caught a couple of trout. One at least 18 inches, the other at least 24 inches. Could have been maybe even close to 30. They definitely pulled this boat around like it was nothing. Just love the way trout bite. You definitely know you got something. Almost caught a turtle too. I want to try to find somewhere that still has frogs. Yeah, I'd really like to do some wild fish collecting in Florida. Maybe do some pleco spearing. I guess that's a thing. I don't know. They're getting so rampant down there. But I'd also love to see some of those clear springs. That'd be cool. I can definitely tell you if I had a choice in between winning a trip to Florida or Hawaii, I'd pick Florida anytime. Feels like a fish. Oh yeah. It feels big too. Fly trying to fly up my nose. Oh, it's a trout. No wonder it hit so good. Oh, come on, get in the net. Oh, damn. Oh, he got loose. That was a big boy. He got free. That would have been a meal, though. That would have been a couple meals. But I went to get him in the net, and the treble hook caught the net, so I couldn't get him into the net. Wah. The one that got away, you know. If they didn't get away, I couldn't tell the stories. Well, it would have been my first trout of any size in this pond. Yeah, you can definitely tell the difference in between them and a bass. And I got a mouthful of water. Well, maybe I'll catch them again. It's probably getting to be about time to get out of here. I didn't check to see what time they close. I'm pretty sure I got at least an hour. Yeah, the one that got away. That was definitely a fatty. I don't think it was long as the ones I got at Harper's, but it was good and fat. Been eating a lot of sunfish, perch and bass. All right, Henry. I'll see you in a bit. One thing about trolling with this lure, it has a lot of drag, so you really kind of feel it. It looks like the rain's gonna miss, but it looks like there's more coming in. It's a big cloud. Burlington, Northern Santa Fe. They're hauling a lot of oil. Must have just been a hit. That was a shorty. It's not common. surface over here for it to troll through. Good reflective view. Problem is, this time of year the days are so long, the sun doesn't set till 10. I think this place closes at 9, maybe 7. Pretty sure 9. Yeah, sure turned into a beautiful day. Smells like campfire. Go to the other end of the pond here again. There's fly fishing or something. Facebook. I saw these little electric motors that you clamp onto these things. They work like little wings. That'd be kind of handy, except for then I'd have to haul around a big heavy battery. That's no fun. Yeah. And I know they probably make marine rated lithium batteries. I've also seen what happens when lithium ion plates are exposed to water too. It's like, whoa. But you could put it in some type of case to keep it dry, I'm sure. Ready to enter the shallows here. I think I got a fish, yeah. Trout. Oh, this is the bass. Oops. Not a very big guy. Let's get one hooked here. Ugh. Yeah, they definitely don't fight like the trout do. Little guy. Aw. There he goes. Well, at least I can say I caught something. I'm sure my phone doesn't rattle loose. Yeah. At least I got some fish teeth in my thumb. Ooh, there's some big guys right here. See if I end up with one of them on the hook. Oh, Bass Pro has a lithium battery pack. Yeah, I haven't ever really looked into it. I just saw like scrolling on Facebook, and you know how there's always those automatic rolling reels of cool stuff they think you might want to buy. Yeah, there's some big guys down here. We're approaching the bass hole once again. Huh. Yeah, someday. If I could ever get YouTube to start paying. I'm actually eligible for base monetization, but I've been waiting till I hit 1,000 subscribers, and I'm almost to 4,000 hours. Getting close. Looks like everybody left this end. Felt like I just had a hit. Crazy as one of these guys. Loon. think I'm following him. Yeah, there's some places where I'm trying to head up river and I just can't quite get enough speed to fight the current. I just wonder something like that. Give me an extra 2 or 3 miles per hour. Or maybe make it easier to troll in the river by setting it to hold my ground. Now let's see if the bass squad is still over here. Yep, they're still here. Bunch of bluegill right here by me, little ones. Alright, let's try something else. Really need to get myself like a little shade curtain or something. Be like glam fishing. Well, if there's any confirmation if LRB is still going live tonight. This wind's getting to blow me all over. Get to the other side so going into the wind here. Hopefully it's not too loud. We'll get over here and do a couple casts and put a worm on and see what happens as the wind blows me. of course, I've been carrying a branch around with me. I'm right around the bass hole here, so we see what happens. Oh, that's for when it was okay. I was checking fishfam.link and thought it was saying there's one coming up today, and I'm like, huh? It's not like him to have 2 weekly live streams. All right, well, let's see if a worm will do anything. Yeah, that jerky video you had when I was a kid, well, teenager. There was my parents, my sister. Then I had a grandmother, grandfather, aunt, and uncle, and then another aunt and uncle with 3 kids, all on the same property. And we'd all go deer and elk hunting and come home with more meat than we could possibly freeze. So we always had jerky season, and just be like a week straight of my dad just making jerky. You'd get kind of tired of the smell. Like I always miss the smell at first. Like, oh, it smells so good. Then it started like, I love me some jerky. Yeah, I came to this side of the pond so the wind would blow me the other way. Then the wind stopped. Of course. I didn't think I'd run out of water today, but looks like I might just do that. Yeah, there was times when we would do that, we'd have to go through it so fast we'd get it partially cured. Then we'd freeze it, and then we'd put it back in to finish it off. Yeah, I've been really hungry for some brisket lately. My brother-in-law is about the only good brisket in town, though. Next to that, I guess it'd be something like Famous Dave's, which isn't bad, but, well, it's not that good for the price. Do a little trolling with the worm, see if that does anything. Now the wind is back. get some rain after all. I don't know. These clouds are getting bigger. I'm getting snagged on something. A little worm left. if I ever get another kayak, I'm getting one with a pole holder. I do appreciate the cheap entry-level kayak, but a couple pole holders would be nice. We've got a big guy underneath me here. Yeah, I thought about getting one of those. The price difference, though, for me, I was able to get this on sale. I think it was like $220 last year. I weigh close to 300 pounds. With my pack I have in here, I'm over 300. So I got to be kind of, but I do like the sit in more than the sit on kayaks. But it would be nice to have one of those pedal ones though for fishing, and use this one for the river. Probably gonna troll down to the other end and do a loop or two and call it a wrap. Give that trout one more try. Seems like these bass, you hook onto them and they just kind of swim along with you. So if I'm getting a bite or hanging up on something. Yep. Looks like I was. Now that I'm out of the weeds. Alright, let's get moving again. See if I can catch the one that got away. That usually happens when Dave from L Fish is on here. Now we're fighting some wind. And next weekend I might be a couple lakes I might try. One of them, it's called Brown's Lake, I believe. But they have some sort of freshwater shrimp in the lake. I want to check them out. Haven't seen any fish surfacing for a while. right through here is where I caught that rainbow. Well, almost caught the rainbow. Do a loop or two around here and call it quits, I think. It's funny is I always see the fish on the other end of the lake, but I always tend to catch more on this end. Got a fish. I think I do. Yep. Eats a fish. Wow, I was out quite a ways. Almost feels like a trout. It's got some fight. Doesn't look very big though. He's trying to stay down. Yeah, it's a trout, I'm sure. Either that or a really big bass. Well, that's a bass, huh? Wow. Let's get him unhooked and check him out. All right. Oh, heading out, Lance. All right. Well, it's good to see you. You missed out on this guy. All right. Well, that I am actually quite impressed. I don't think I've ever had a bass put up that type of a fight. I thought for sure that was a trout. Well, I'm going to do one more loop around here, then I think I'm going to call it quits. nice knowing that I was able to at least get a few on the line today. So we can get one more. Whoa, do I have another fish already? I think I do. Must be the hour. That was quick. This guy doesn't feel as big. We didn't at first. Ooh, it's a little trout. Oh, he got loose. Oh well. Well, I guess I'm not supposed to get any trout into the net today. I have to say that's 2 trout. That's twice as many trout as I've ever gotten in here before, at least for years. Keep trying to find newer versions of this old Rapella. Just can't find anything around here. Got this when they first, well, back in the late 80s. One of their first designs. Or at least it's just before they started putting the rattlers in them, I think. So those people up there thought they were getting into my truck. tighter loop here, and then I think I'm going to call her a night. Looks like good timing. I just got a battery warning. Henry made it back. Good to see Henry. I was just getting ready to wrap it up here in a few minutes. I'm getting a low battery warning. Caught a couple fish while you were gone. Last one was a pretty nice bass, probably back about, I don't know, 5-10 minutes ago. I don't know, maybe it was longer than that. This dock here has a thing for handicapped people to get into their kayak. I should try it sometime. Last year I was getting out here after ending the stream, got out of my kayak, got up onto the bank, my feet slipped out from underneath me. My feet were still on the bank, but my head and my shoulders were all underwater, and my phone was about 6 feet out. There's a kid riding a little scooter watching. He was very polite and didn't laugh. I don't think I would have done the same. Yeah, it's gonna scare the fish away. All right. Yeah, that would be cool. I don't think I have Jeff's phone number. I have Jorge's and Jody's, and I think I'll have Joe's from Joe's Fish Shed. Yeah, I need to get back on there. I had it on there and then had this big, like, oh, your computer's infected thing, shut down all my windows. And then went for a while, and then as soon as I put Discord back on again, it did it again. My computer's also like 25 years old, so it's probably a bit inadequate. Been searching for a new computer, but I want one that'll do good video editing. You know, if I ever can do this YouTube thing, I might as well get a computer that can work with me. Yeah, I might have to try that. I always get my phone so full of videos, I'm always running out of room. Sounds like I'm making a bunch of excuses. I am. But yeah. You know, really, I pretty much the only thing I get into anymore is YouTube. I get into Facebook for maybe an hour a week altogether. But yeah, I think I'm going to end the stream before I try to get up on land so you guys don't laugh at me when I biff it and do all sorts of cuss words and get my channel permanently demonetized. But I want to thank you all for coming out. Should be a video releasing tonight from my fishing from last weekend where I caught the 2 largest trout I have ever caught. And actually what's funny, at the lake, I caught the first fish within 5 minutes of starting the video. But I did film an intro, so it's like 8 minutes in, I think. But yeah, should be some beautiful fish. All right. Well, thanks again, everybody. Lake Missoula Aquatics and Plants at French Town Pond, fishing and kayaking. Y'all have a great day. I appreciate y'all. Bye.